Hey there. I came home yesterday from a pretty crazy work week to find a great surprise sitting on my porch. It was the new Legend of Zelda Game & Watch that I had pre-ordered from Best Buy back in June. I had completely forgot that it was going to be coming this time of the year, so it really caught me off guard and I really needed it this week. And after my first impressions, it has so many little tiny nuances and special hidden features of my favorite game of all time that I just had to share it with you because it truly inspired me to make a new video, which I've really been struggling with lately. And I really just want to share all of my opinions about this handheld as quick as possible before I watch any videos or any other reviews that people would try to knock it or say some crazy things about it, because you know there'll always be people that have problems with it and say, oh, it costs too much, why would you pay $50 for something like that? But I mean, those are the same people that would spend $50 to buy a Final Fantasy game. Dude, you haven't made a video in 6 months and you come out here hot trying to trigger people about Final Fantasy. What's wrong with you? Are you just trying to drive people away? Alright, I'll calm down and try not to offend anybody, so I'm just going to dive right in and let's get started. Alright, so here is a nice shot of the overall box. I like the sleek and compact design of the sleeve and the box itself. And I like how when you pull away the sleeve, it reveals a underlying old Game & Watch that they've kind of put a spin on with using Link instead of the original Vermin Game & Watch. And you can see it says Vermin there, and there is the Vermin style kind of whack-a-mole game, but it's Link and Octoroks now instead of Mr. Game & Watch and Moles. The back of the box has a nice, clear, compact explanation of all the different features that it has. You have the original Legend of Zelda NES game, you have Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and Vermin, like we said. You also have a playtime clock and a timer. Alright, let's try to get everything out of the box here. And you can see everything comes packaged here pretty nicely. Oh, look at that. It looks like your classic Game & Watch design. It looks really sleek. I really like the look and feel of the screen, the D-pad, all the metallic elements, and the green trim. It looks great. And if you turn it around to the back, you'll notice the little Triforce. And you gotta listen to it when you boot this thing up for the first time. This image and the sounds really got me fired up to play. And I love how this Triforce illuminates once you turn the system on. And the box that it's packaged in is actually supposed to be used as a display case if you want, either for just collectible purposes or as a clock. To be honest, I think this being cardboard as a display case is kinda lame, but that's just my opinion. Alright, so you can see some of the imagery here that they put the actual clock in. And you can see it's more or less just going through standard levels of The Legend of Zelda with the digital clock in the background. Honestly, this is what I find kind of the most annoying of the Game & Watch, because there's just this ticking sound that I honestly find super annoying and a little bit anxiety inducing, so I definitely don't recommend that part. I'm going to switch things up a little bit here, make the room a little darker so we can see the screen better when I actually show you stuff for the gameplay footage. So let's jump on over to that. I really like the interface of the select screen for each of the games. So you got the Legend of Zelda, The Adventure of Link, Zelda Link's Awakening, the Vermin version of Zelda, and the timer. And you can see here you can do both English and Japanese versions. I think there may be some other languages in the Link's Awakening version. But I do know for a fact that you can do both the English and the Japanese versions of the original Legend of Zelda. And I'm really happy about that because you can get the different musical tones that are different between the NES version and the Japanese versions. Just subtle little nuances for people that are really into the original Legend of Zelda like me that can really appreciate. So I enjoy that. And this makes me want to dive into The Adventure of Link again. It's been a while since I've played that game. I have beat it in the past, but having easy access to this game where I can just pick it up and play it at any time or have it in my pocket, it does make me want to dive into Adventure of Link again. I will have to say that this display screen really makes Zelda Link's Awakening look amazing. I know on the original Game Boy, just the way we used to play it back in the day, you guys know that screen wasn't superb, so everything looks really clean and fresh here, and it's always been a handheld experience to begin with, so I definitely think it's a home run with Link's Awakening. I was surprised with how much I enjoyed playing Vermin. I thought it was just going to be this boring whack-a-mole clone, and once it actually speeds up and gets a little further along, there's a fun and satisfying rhythm to it. I mean, I'm not mad at this game. See, that's the kind of stuff I like. I mean, I would have never learned any of the history about Vermin if it wasn't for doing this video. Secrets revealed. Now, the timer element, yeah, you can do it, but I mean, I don't really see me setting a 10-minute timer or a 5-minute timer with this. I mean, I guess it does give you the opportunity. You can play and challenge yourself to help pass the time by seeing how many enemies you can kill in Adventure of Link, but I honestly think I'd just rather ask Alexa to get my timer. But man, when you open up the original Legend of Zelda, all those nostalgic elements hit. I can definitely see myself playing through this multiple times, so I'm very excited about it. And playing with this Game & Watch made me so happy that it made me want to go out and go to Best Buy yesterday, and I purchased a second Game & Watch, perfectly sealed and brand new, and I will give this away to one of my Patreon members. I'll let you guys know pretty soon. Again, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys were able to snag you a Zelda Game & Watch if you wanted one, and thanks for being so patient with me this year. And I want to thank everyone so much that's made some kind comments over these past few months asking when new videos were coming out and being supportive. That really means a lot to me, and I'm trying. It's just been a tough year for me creatively. I don't know what it is. I'm sure we're all going through this similar stuff as far as creative issues, reevaluating things in our life. It's just the way it is. But again, thank you guys so much, and until next time, everybody stay happy, healthy, and G3 out.